everybody, welcome back for another video. I have talked about this trigger before, the Glock trigger. It is a heavy trigger pull on the T4E. It's just heavy. You see it because it has to pull the barrel all the way back, as you can see. There is a consequence to a heavy trigger if you're doing T4E training, because you have to pull harder. You're not used to this, you're used to a smoother trigger. But because it's a heavier trigger pull, you may tend to pull the entire gun up and to the right. And that's exactly what I observed in some of my training. With the pull, there's a tendency to go a little up and to the right. Watch. Yep. So that is a risk. All right, back up just a little bit. Okay, accuracy is not bad. Up close. Try one more. Not bad. Back up just a little bit more. That was a little bit off. Okay, so I'm at about 20 feet here, and I can sort of see my groupings and my accuracy. It's not the most accurate shooting device, but the goal is dry fire. So I'm at about 20 feet. So let me just finish a couple more. Okay. So we got an initial grouping there. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can see that's what kind of targeting I get, just standing still at different distances. And now we're going to see if we can match that, but we're going to be moving this time. And I think the moving is really going to be the parameter that most people don't take into account when they do this type of training. And the way I'm going to be able to tell the difference is I'm going to mark these. So they're circled. Those are the old ones. So we got those marked. So let's see how well we do when we move and shoot this time. We're going to take it up a notch. All right, are we ready? So there's an invader. We're in a hallway. We need to look in that room, but we need to get there and we need to do it very quickly. And we need to know if we need to shoot. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to run, and this is going to be fast paced, but let's see what we can do. Definitely takes some practice. Okay. All right, let's take a look. So that was some unique training right there. All right, these were my initial shots right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how did I do? Not so great. Let's take a look. 1, very bad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd say that's pretty terrible. And it just goes to show how important this is. Pretty bad. Now let's see, is there anything that we can do to improve that? Well, physical conditioning is one, but being able to sprint, to shoot around a corner, that's about as difficult as it gets right there. You don't have time to really find your target, get on the target, stay on the target. Okay, now I have marked all of the first round, second round, everything is circled. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out really far away and I'm going to run to my target. And so we're going to close the gap, but we're going to stay on the target, and we're going to see if that's any better than going zigzag, going straight toward the target as if the target was coming toward me. All right, are you ready? We're back about 30 feet. We're going to charge the target. We've got 8 rounds, and as I close the gap, I'm going to shoot, and then we'll see how we do. Are we ready? All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, I feel that's much better. It locked back, so let's take a look and see. Maybe it wasn't much better. We'll take a look. My general feeling is it just really is eye-opening when you start to do this type of thing. We got 1, completely missed our target. 2, I'd call that a miss. 3, another shoulder shot. 4, 5, I think we got a couple in the middle here. 5, 6, I think I got a couple as I got closer in this area. I've been taking minimal breaks in between because I want to increase the intensity, make it harder, make it harder. Let's see, am I getting worse or am I getting better? Let me take a chance. I'm going to be a little more in control this time. Last time, I think I was a little over anxious. I was running a little too fast. This time, if you keep yourself a little more in control, let's see if that does any better. That's 1, 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. One more. 8. All right. Let's see how we did. Running sprints. Terrible shooting. So let's see. This is what we want. This is what we're getting. Why I'm always up here, I have no idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All 8 shots high right. And as you can see, the launcher is on target when I shoot and I take my time. So I don't know why that's the case, but my grouping is a lot better. So for some reason, when I'm exercising, I'm winded, I'm also having to acquire my target. My eyes have to have that second to focus. When you're standing still, you can just focus, no issues, especially with older eyes. You know, you coming in, focus, it's blurry. You gotta wait a second and then you fire. So for some reason, I'm up here. Anybody have any idea why? Let me know why that would be the case. Can talk about that a little bit more. The best way to do this analysis is to put these side by side. Now, if you recall, I started out with this grouping, standing really close, moving away. Then I started doing my running. And when I first did it, I did it really sprinting. I went as fast as I could, within reason, so that you can stop. And I had quite a bit of a spread. I didn't quite notice it originally, but I had quite a bit of a spread up here. And then I tried from a longer distance coming in, and I got a bigger spread. So definitely farther away with this type of T4E is not a great option. You're not going to get great accuracy above 20 feet. I sort of learned that from previous videos. But again, there's this kind of an upper right spread in that shoulder. Then I did it again, and I got essentially the entire mag in the upper right shoulder. I was running not as fast, maybe 75%, and then firing. I tried to be a little more deliberate. I think I got a better grouping as opposed to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the others were from the third set. And so I had 5 and then 3 that were somewhere else. Here the grouping was a little bit better, but again, it's off center mass. But accuracy is really important. You do want to hit where you shoot. And what I'm learning is standing still versus running, I'm getting different results. So I don't exactly know what that means, but the more deliberate you can be in your moving, the more quickly you can engage and find your target, the better. That takes practice. Clearly, I have a lot more practice to do. I wanted to share this video. I think it should be eye-opening for those of you who think that you're going to just run up and you're going to shoot a moving target. Whether you're moving or the target's moving, it's really difficult.